Today's episode is brought to you by Honey. Honey is here to save you money online. Also, we're brought to you by Calm. Calm is here to mellow you out and set your day right.
Oh.
Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cosmo and Crendor.
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday episode of Guys and Crendor in the morning.
Oh.
What the hell? What was that?
I see trousers are green. Red rose.
No. No.
That was just my feelings for the day.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, no, I get it.
Let me tell you about my day. Oh my god.
Your day today? Yeah, tell me. Please.
So-
Please.
Last night before going to bed, I was kind of feeling like a headache coming on. And I was like, it's kind of like, it's not too bad. I'll probably just sleep it off. Should have taken an Advil. Taken, it's all the same. Woke up about 4.5, 5 hours later, and it was like migraine city.
Oof.
And I was like, And so I went and I drank my yogurt because you gotta get something in your stomach. Took my Advil, laid there, it was like kind of helped. Then I took a Tylenol, and then it finally went away. But like, then by then it's like, well, this is normally when I get up. So then I stayed up, and
oh no, you're having a Jesse day. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Then it was just then you get the post migraine. You ever get that?
I don't know if I assume I've had a migraine, I guess, because I don't know how other people's bodies ache, right?
You would know if you had a migraine.
Describe, I mean, like when I get head pressure of any sort, it's like on my temples, right above my eyes.
I mean, that can just be a headache. It's like, is it throbbing like someone's...
Oh, yeah, it's like you can feel the blood moving through your body. Like
okay,
to the
yeah,
top
you
of
might
your
be
head.
having a migraine.
Where it's like, like that.
Yeah, it's like, and if you move, it's like, like moving just hurts, and like looking around and light and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But,
That sucks. Yeah.
Once I woke up with that, it was bad, but I've had worse. So I was like, right away, I'm like, let's start the meds. Get this thing out of here before we get to like full blown like overboard. So I did that, and then I took like a hot shower, blast my head. Then I took got my cup of coffee because caffeine usually helps.
Sure.
And then then you hit post migraine, which is like the headache's gone, but your brain's still like, oh holy shit, and you're just kind of dizzy and lightheaded, and you're kind of like fatigued, like oh my god, I just went through that. And then it just fades away. So now I've hit the point.
I don't know that
faded.
I've ever had that where I've been fatigued because of my headache. Oh my god. Maybe I've never had a migraine.
Well, some people get it differently. Some people just like I've had headaches and then you'd get rid of the headache, but like the migraine's like an experience. And some people get them like all the time. Like
yeah, I don't. If I stare at a computer monitor for a while, I'll get like headaches, but I don't think those are migraines.
No.
I'll just be
Headaches
like,
are just
oh,
kinda
I
like,
need
my
to
head.
get away from this computer.
Yeah, no, that's different. Migraine is just whoo, which is why I'll usually back in my teen years, I would get a migraine maybe like once every month or two, and it was usually from those old ass CT monitors. And then I stopped looking at those because we got good monitors that weren't big ass glass screens.
Sure.
And then I'll usually get a migraine from like one of four things. There's like oversleeping can trigger it. Not all the time, but sometimes. Sometimes like wine can trigger it. Sometimes dehydration can trigger it. And sometimes
gotcha.
The tannins. And sometimes just stress. Stress can trigger it. And normally people know their trigger. There's one person, they're like, I forgot who said it. They're just like, every time I have Cheez-Its, I get a migraine.
What? Wait,
yeah, like
what?
Certain foods can trigger migraines for people.
That's a hell of an advertisement for Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its, it'll make your head hurt.
I mean, I can eat cheese. Well, I can handle
Can you?
Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's it's not fun. So I usually get a migraine every like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 months now. But when I do, I'm like, I know how to handle it, but it's not fun until it, you got to deal with it, and then you're like, all right, finally, now I can be normal again.
Sure.
So that was my start to the day, and then I just kind of did whatever.
That's an awful start to a day, especially a weekend, right? Like, that sucks. That's no good.
Yeah, it's no good. And it's some people, they get like migraines all the time. There's people like, oh yeah, I get migraines like every week. And I'm like, oh my God, that's got to be awful. So I think a lot of people take meds for it just to stop them from even happening and stuff. Because I remember my one teacher in high school, she said she got them almost every day. I was like, I don't understand how you can do that. I can barely handle it once every couple of months.
I'd have to see a doctor, right? Like, you couldn't just...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what would... If I had them every day and a doctor was like, I'm sorry, we can't help you, I would be like, someone just bashed my head in. There's no reason to keep going.
Said. I've had them bad enough where, like, if it was the medieval ages and I didn't have drugs, I would just bash my head against a rock.
You would be like that guy who was like, screw me head so the blood can let out. You'd be like that guy.
That probably would have been
They'd find your skeleton. You'd have like 18 holes in your head from people like blood let you. Like, we release pressure in his brain by drilling into his head. That would be you. You'd be that guy.
It probably would be me, yeah. And then it was coming down from the migraine. I was like, all right, pain's gone, just a little woozy. And then I saw you tweeting your analytics stuff, so I joined in.
Thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, I sometimes wake up, will look at Twitter, will recognize that I should say something. But I got nothing to say. I don't have any funny jokes to say. I don't have any, like, witty hot takes. I just sometimes don't care about what's happening on the internet or in the outside world or whatever. I'm like, I got my own shit to do today. But I also know from talking with agencies and talking with all sorts of people that if I ever want to make a dime doing my job, I have to still have analytical information for people to look at, which requires tweeting at least once a day. And so some days I'm just like, I have literally nothing to say. And sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, I have like 8 tweets ready to go, like, oh, this is funny, and you guys should watch this, and this is cool, and oh my God, you see that show? And some days, like today, I woke up, I got a bunch of stuff done in the morning, I went and like got errands done, I came home, I started like packing things and putting things away, and I was like, ooh, I should probably tweet a thing. I literally have nothing to say. I haven't looked at anyone's tweets. I haven't followed any trends. I just don't care sometimes. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Some days I'm like, if I didn't have to do this,
right,
in order for an agent somewhere to try and sell me so someone will pay me for something, right, I wouldn't. And most likely would not be on Twitter. That's just the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Or I'd be following, like, my own stuff. My own stuff would be, like, sports and, like, Animal Crossing. It's like that type of thing. Not like, gamers, don't you hate how this thing is happening? Like, I don't care.
Yeah. I saw a thing today where they were like, I guess Warner Brothers finally got the patent for their Nemesis system for their I was about to say Total War, but that's not true. Shadow of War, whatever that is. The Lord of the Rings games, right?
Yeah.
The Nemesis system that's in those games, they got their patent for it finally, which means, now no one else can use it unless they pay big bucks. And it's just like that. First off, of course, that's dumb, and everyone knows that's dumb. And about 1.5 million people had hot takes on it today. And I was like, that's the big news. What could I possibly add to that? The only thing I could add is that people want to hear me say, boy, that's dumb. But everyone else said it. I would not be adding to the conversation. I'd just be repeating an echo chamber's worth of, boy, that's dumb.
Yeah.
So why should I feel obligated to tweet a thing?
It's like people I know, like big streamers and YouTubers I see, like responding to each other. Like every tweet they do, they reply to their friends' tweets and shit. Because it's for algorithm purposes.
Absolutely.
It's too much. We've been, like, I've done this for 12 years now. Like, you hit a point, you're just like, I don't care.
That's something I've never understood. I don't know that I'll ever understand it, but I do it anyway. Like, I will say happy birthday to a person on Twitter because I'll feel bad not doing it there when I have their phone number and early in their day definitely already texted them happy birthday. But because it's like, oh, you're doing it publicly, and the fans that are like connected, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesse didn't wish him a happy birthday. That kind of stuff, it weighs on you, and you think about that. When really, I would never do that. I would never, if I was dating someone, I wouldn't just be like, yo, girl, what's up on Twitter? I'd be like, yo, girl, what's up on my phone? It doesn't make any sense, but people do it all the time.
It's a big cycle, and it's just like it's like the, you scratch your back, I'll scratch or whatever, It's all the clout. They want the clout, and here's the thing. I don't care. If I like a tweet, I'll be like, hey, nice tweet, all right? That's how you know. But like, I'm not actually looking like, whoa, what did the big streamer guy say on Twitter today? Like, I don't care.
It just upsets me that it feels like you have to like a person's tweet so that they will potentially like a tweet of yours in the future. Mm-hmm. And it's just a cycle of like, it's basically sub for sub. I hate it.
But here's the real tweet I got to ask you about.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
All right. Sam Strippin and Dodger. All right. Yeah. Good friends. Sam tweeted, date night homemade pizza with Dex bonus.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Yes, go on. No, please go on.
He said, date night homemade pizza with Dex bonus, but who did it better? I don't think I need to point out who made what. So you can go look this up on Sam's Twitter. It's just @Strippin. You can see February 3rd. He's got a pepperoni pizza, and I take it he made that one, and then Dodger made the other one's got arugula, olives, some onion.
That's definitely a Dodger
pepper.
Pizza, yes.
Yeah. And so a lot of people were just like, hey, that was good. Good job. And I was like, I'm going to give this like a real critique. All right? Nobody else is doing it. So I was like, first up, the pepperoni, it's overcooked. All right? It's overcooked.
Meanwhile, I think my reply was like, man, you both make me so jealous. It looks so good. And you're like, and now to destroy you. All right, yes, what else did you say?
The Dodger one, actually, I thought that looked pretty good. Now, the problem with it's got olives on it. I'm not an olive guy. Too salty.
Yeah, but the arugula with the olives, so she had like some sort of like...
I thought, I don't know. No, she's got prosciutto, it looks like, or some sort of ham.
It's like a fatty meat.
Yes, I mean, I think without the olives, it's a good pizza. I gave it an 8.1.
Without the olives, it's not creative, though. Like, you could just go to any sort of pizza place and get the arugula prosciutto pizza, right? Like, that's a standard fancy boy pizza.
So.
That's a standard fancy boy pizza, is what it is.
I don't think so. Standard fancy boy pizza. I mean, I feel like most people aren't getting fancy boy pizzas.
You're right, most people. But if you live in like a big city and you no longer wish to eat whatever the cardboard is that comes from like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's, right. Although if they want to sponsor the show, we will
gladly
take that money. And boy, great pizzas.
Love them.
But I mean, if you're going to like a place that does a hand-tossed, like 8,000 degree brick oven, kind of like
a Blaze pizza, right?
But Blaze is like a quick. It's like the Chipotle of pizzas.
Yeah, but it's a nice like in between. You don't get like it's not like a blah pizza like cardboard, but it's like it tastes like real ingredients. You still get some stuff.
Sure,
it's like a little fancy.
But you can do arugula and prosciutto there, can't you?
Probably. I always get arugula, and I get the barbecue chicken.
Oh.
And you get a little arugula on top. It's good. I like it. But all right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like olives.
Well, I mean that's a personal taste then.
Exactly. So that's my personal rating.
Question: black olives, green olives, or both?
Black olives too salty. Green olives, I don't remember what they taste like, but I think I liked them more.
So probably black olives are usually from a can and not nearly as good as sort of a green or a purpley looking olive.
Yeah, I like olive oil.
I mean, what fool doesn't? It is the best.
Now
I'm waiting for someone in chat or listening in chat. Hey, live viewers.
I've already said that in YouTube videos. I'm like, comment in chat, and I'm like, ah, geez. Now, okay, let's go to the Sam one. Okay.
All right.
So Sam also putting prosciutto on there, and then he's got onion, pepperoni, cheese sauce. All right. So I think prosciutto pepperoni, you get a little too meat heavy there, but like I'll allow it. All right. It's not like he's a meat
That seems
guy.
like a Sam thing. Like Sam is a meat guy.
Yeah. Now I see. Now, if you look at the middle of that pizza, middle of the pizza looks fine.
Yeah.
It looks perfectly good, but when you get to the outside, it's burned. Especially that right side. Look at that pepperoni. It's fucking burned. It's crisp.
First off, this is very true. But also, I think it's relative to what was actually put on the pizza, right? If you look at Dodger's Pizza, for example, the peppers and the different types of I don't want to say wet ingredients. They're not wet, but there's moisture on that pizza. Versus Sam's, which he has cheese. He has a lot of cheese, which is easy to burn.
Right.
And then he has meats, which are easier to burn. And under Dodger's veggies, she has her meats hidden, which they will burn less, right? Like, I think that's how cooking works. I'm pretty sure. So you can see that most of the burn around Sam, I can't believe this is what we're actually doing right now. You can see most of the burn around Sam's pizza is from the cheese. If you were to take some of that cheese away, his crust would not be bad. He's got a little brown in one area, but it wouldn't look bad. In fact, dare I say it, I was going to say before you brought up the way the way kind of burnt looked.
Yeah.
The way kind of burnt looked? Jesus, Jesse.
The way kind of burnt looked, yes.
I was going to say that one of my favorite parts is their crusts looked delicious. It looked like a homemade crust, and I love those because it has that ooh, yeah, it's sort of thin.
The Dodger pizza crust, it looks very good. That's probably like the most appetizing thing on it. That's a very good crust. But Sam's, it's just there's too much overflow of cheese, and it's burned cheese, which some people might like, but it's not my thing. And that pepperoni, that right pepperoni, you may as well throw it in the fireplace. Like, that thing's gone.
I mean, maybe he likes it like that.
No,
also, that says less about the pizza and more about the oven they used.
That's probably one of those crazy English ovens or whatever. Like, they're cooking up the old fish and chips, and then you put in the pizza. It's not fish and chips.
Or order, right? Or the order they use the oven.
Oh, yeah,
that's true, too. What if Dodger went first, and then Sam put his in, and because the oven was already hot, if they cooked it at the same time, his would have burnt.
That's true. What if you put them both in? Well, what if someone took the top rack, someone took the bottom?
That's an equally valid point. Yep.
Yeah. All right, listen, you're talking to somebody who had a grilled cheese competition with Clint Hackelman Mindflame multiple times. I've been in the food battles before. All right, you have to. You got to display it well.
I've seen people's clothes blow right off after you served them the food. It was crazy.
Exactly. It's Now, I did make that video where I made a pizza, and it was too doughy. So my experimental pizza, but that was also 7-8 years ago. I've vastly improved since then.
Well, can I tell you that two things, and it's time. It's time now. One, in our new office that we have, there is a kitchen that is great in there that I intend to do some sort of cooking thing from. But then, to double up, this new apartment that I'm moving into, while smaller, has a kitchen that seems really well equipped for filming. It isn't just like, you know how my current kitchen is like a room and it's all in the corners and you can't really film anything because all the counters are on the wall, right?
Yeah.
This one has sort of like a area where you can film right into the kitchen. There's like a counter and stuff. It's very nice. It's a smaller, I've been telling you, I was going to get the smaller apartment. Smaller apartment, but the kitchen area is very nice. And I'm like really excited about it. So, yeah. If we need to make cooking competitions, I think we can do this. I for one am down to cook weird things, especially if it's you and I trying to cook from the World of Warcraft cookbook.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I forgot that was a thing we were supposed to do.
Oh yeah, I want to do that. That's my life goal. That's why I wanted to get in a kitchen so I can start cooking more instead of having just my current kitchen is like it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. Well, it's here's the thing. All right. If you're gonna go big in the kitchen war battle, you gotta go big or go home. And if you go home, you're in your kitchen. You know?
I guess my question is, like, is there a way to go big with home cooking but not have a million? I'm trying to get rid of stuff, so I don't want to be that person who's like, I have 85 pots, right? Like, what is the quintessential kitchen things I need, right? Obviously a spatula, obviously some sort of frying pan and or skillet, one pot with which to boil water and or soups and or stews. I have a hot pot thing. What was that called? My brain just died. Like
a hot pot. Well, there's like actual hot pot.
Not that. Like the quick cooker thing.
The quick cooker. A crock pot?
It is a crock pot, but it's called something else. It's a slow cooker and a fast cooker. It's a pressure cooker, but it has a special name.
A pressure cooker.
Yes, but it also has a special name. You know what? I shouldn't have anything in my house. Oh my god. My toaster decided to break, and I was like, well, do I really need a toaster? And then today I woke up and was like, man, I want toast. And I was like, son of a... So I got to go buy a toaster, but I'm like, do I get a nice toaster or just a toaster that can toast 2 pieces of bread? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know enough about good kitchening I'm used to like the Midwest version of a kitchen. You know what I mean? Where it's like, look, if it still makes coffee, it works. If it still toasts, it works. Is there a better version of a toaster that, like, if I get it, that's the toaster I'll have for life? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
You want the quality over anything else. You'll pay more for a good quality because it's going to last longer.
Sure. But you can also pay more for trash. Like I saw the other day that there is a, let me see if I can find this thing. It's like the future of toasting. Have you seen this? Yeah, here it is. I can't figure out why I would need this, but part of me is also kind of like, what if? Look at this thing.
All right,
it looks like it has an iPad built into it.
What the shit?
That's what I'm saying. This toaster. So if you go to, what is the name? What is this thing? RevCook.com. Revolution Cooking is the name of this. I keep seeing ads for it. And I was like, what could this possibly be? It is just a toaster, like for bread. It's got two slots. And it literally is like, on the touch screen, press what, if you're doing an English muffin or toast or a bagel or waffles. And then it's like, what settings do you, I feel like this can't, like, this is what I'm saying. This seems like overkill. I don't want something like this. Like, this is too much.
You just want like the Target $20, you push it down and make
not even that. Like, I'm fine. Like, this thing, by the way, if people are wondering, they're not going to go look at this and you're just wondering, it's $299, this thing.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
It's the price of like a console from back in the day.
Yeah, like crazy. But I would like, I don't want like a cheap, crappy one, because the one I have upstairs is, I've had it for, I don't know, 10 years maybe, but it's plastic and jank and it's finally broken. And I'm like, you know what? I want to step it up. I want to have a little class in my kitchen, right? Because it was a white toaster, and after 10 years, it kind of like, it's kind of looking dingy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's no longer white. It is like this weird tan.
Oh, yeah.
So I like a stainless steel one or something, like something that's like a good quality toaster, and I'll spend like the $50 for it, right? And maybe that's too low. I don't know what a good see, this is where I'm at in my life. I'm like, what is a good quality toaster? These are things that I should have thought about at 30, and here I am pushing my way towards 40 like, I guess I could use a good toaster. But I also don't want, I don't want to have like a toaster that's 8 slots. You know how there's those big toasters? Like, I don't want that.
You don't need that.
I'm only focused on minimalism. The less, the better. And the problem is, every time I see like a good thing, it's like, well, it's got a hot dog slot in it, and it's got, I guess that's not a good thing.
Can make hot dogs.
You make a hot dog in it. Hold on. Does that exist? Is that a toaster with hot dog? Get out of town. It does. No way. No way. Nostalgia? Pop up 2 hot dog and bun toaster with mini tongs.
It is. And it's got good reviews.
What are the reviews for this thing? Oh my God, I love this.
This hot dog toaster is worth every penny. Like the other reviewers said, when you get it, put it on 5 and run it through one cycle without any dogs or buns in it to burn it out. Then it'll be ready for use. I think it helps flatten the buns out a bit so they rest against the heating surface. Also, I like to run through a cycle with the dogs and buns, then turn the dogs and buns over and run it again. Helps toast the buns evenly and gets the dogs a bit warmer. The dogs are much tastier when toasted than microwaved or boiled. Cleanup is easy, although it can be a bit of a challenge to wipe down the surface that toasts the buns. I know this thing looks gimmicky, but it really is worth it if you enjoy a good hot dog.
I'm not even 8,378 reviews, 4.5 stars. Am I about to spend $19 on this thing? I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this.
This is like a one-time...
Yeah, like this. It only does hot dogs and hot dog buns. I would have to love hot dogs and hot dog buns.
Or make a video out of it.
Oh, that could be justified. Oh, damn this job. Damn this job. It's keeping me on Twitter, and it's keeping me ordering hot dog bun machines. They also have another one called the deluxe grilled cheese machine, and it makes 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. Couldn't you just do that with... Here's the crazy thing. 702 reviews, 4.5 stars. I can't believe this.
They know how to make good toasters for things that aren't
The Nostalgia Company is killing it right now.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Wow. You know what? I feel like I knew this existed, but I didn't actually know this existed, right? I felt like it had to. But now that I see it, it's got like a retro red. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this.
Dude, Nostalgia Company, they've got a bunch of shit.
Oh my God, Crendor. Oh no. Oh no.
They got a Taco Tuesday kit.
Oh no. They do have a Taco Tuesday set. I thought you were messing around.
It's a Taco Tuesday set.
I'm honestly like, what if though? What if I bought that?
This is like the shit they'd sell on QVC.
It very much is.
I gotta get the hot dog maker. Oh my God, speaking of QVC, I turned it on the other day just to see what's happening, and this one woman was talking to it's like for a makeup thing, and they were bringing on some like Hollywood girl, and she's like, wow, your makeup line is so good, and like you're wearing it now, and like, wow, how old are you? Like 55, and you look so young. And she's like, I'm actually 45, and she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And she like kept apologizing for like 5 minutes.
I'll never forget one time when I was a teacher. And we were at a conference, and I was in a group with just a bunch of random teachers.
Yeah.
And this woman who was with us, she looked old. And when we were going around saying how old we were, and how many years we've taught, she said like, I'm 38, and I audibly said no. And I had to like really quickly cover it and be like, you don't look 38. But it was really because she looked like she was like 53. Like she didn't. I was like, no. I just couldn't stop myself. I was like, no. I still think about how embarrassing that was. I'm like, oh, Jesse. I couldn't get it. It just came out. It was so shocking.
Did they take it hard, or was it just like they're like,
no? I don't. I mean, no. I don't know how they took it, which is why it's still like they were very polite. It was a bunch of teachers, so everyone was being polite. But I don't know, and so to this day, it still bugs me because I was like, oh no, I probably made her feel horrible. But I tried to like be like, you don't look that old, you know? Like I tried to cut, but oh my god, I'll never. That's one of the scars that will stay with me for a while. I'm like, yes, that was embarrassing. Well, I mean, at this point, we've tried to sell you all sorts of things, so we might as well get to the real selling of things. Did you know that if you were going to try and shop online like me when I go later today to buy that hot dog machine, that the best way to do so would be to use Honey, because Honey is going to find me the promo codes that are going to help me at checkout to get the best deals on the internet. Honey is a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones to find all the good deals for your cart. Honey supports 30,000 stores online, and they have a range from tech sites and gaming products to popular fashion brands to even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping one of your favorite places. Like imagine you're going online and you're on like Walmart. And you're like, hot dog and bun maker. And when you click buy and you go to your cart to check out, you will see a little drop down from Honey that's going to be like, apply coupons. And when you click it, it'll be like, you know, in the background of like the Matrix code, you know. And Neo will personally find and get you the best deals on the internet. All the different codes. You know how when we're like, hey, go to joinhoney.com/Cox, it will find the like /Cox bit, right? And it'll be like, oh, the /Cox, ooh, 15% off. But there might be something else out there.
I actually used Honey today. I forgot.
What did you get?
So as you would imagine, I bought a thing for my heartburn pillow, right? So
I don't know what that means.
We'll
talk about that after this ad. All right, guys, go on.
But it'll hurt my neck because it like inclines you a bit, so you don't have GERD like coming up. And so I was like, all right, I just got to get the pillow thing with it. And everyone's like, dude, this pillow's great. And then it like wraps around. I don't know, it's crazy. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it. But I was like, it's got all these codes, and I kept trying them, and they didn't work. And I was like, I could use Honey, and then I did, and it got me free shipping. And I was like, nice. And then I checked that.
That is, that's how Honey works. It can get you anything from Crendor's free shipping to 15, 20, who knows how much % off of an order. It will find the best deal out there for you. And it only takes a few seconds, and it will do all the work. And yeah, I've used Honey a bunch. I continue to use it. It is on my Chrome, and I am super happy with it. Well, if you want to be one of the 17 million members who have saved over $2 billion, all you got to do right now is just go to joinhoney.com/Cox. You don't have to do a whole bunch of work to get it. Literally takes seconds to install. joinhoney.com/Cox. Also today we're brought to you by Calm. One of the best ways to improve your health, mental and physical, over this time that we are still stuck at home. Look, we're almost through, gang. Hang in there. If you want to keep your happiness up, you want to get a good night's sleep, Calm is the way to do it. Sure, your daily routines changed a little bit, a lot of bit, who knows? And it can be hard to fall asleep at night, especially if you haven't done a lot of physical stuff, if you're indoors a lot. Lord knows that's been my problem lately. And so I'm like trying to like wear myself out. But still, at night, I'm laying there like, oh, I can't sleep. Calm comes in like a knight in shining armor, like, hello, Majesse. Would you like to rest now? I'm like, thank you, Calm. It is the most important part of your day. Your sleep. That's just a fact. And that's where Calm comes in. Calm is here to relieve your anxiety, improve your sleep, make it just a better part of your day and of your life. They have a whole library of programs designed for healthy sleep, like soundscapes, guided meditations, over 100 sleep stories narrated by soothing voices like Stephen Fry, Kelly Rowland, Laura Dern. Still got your crush on you, Laura Dern. Still got it. Over 85 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds and get a better night's sleep. Again, I use it in the morning sometimes just to like meditate for the good 10 minutes they have a meditation thing and then like set my day right. So get the Calm app and experience transformation in the way you sleep. The way you can do that is go to calm.com/Cox to get 40% off a Calm premium subscription. That is 40% off the unlimited access to the entire library. New stuff is added every week. Go to calm.com/Cox.
Calm.com/Cox.
As you rocketed away on your alien spaceship there. All right, Crendor, let's go to Chapter Comes from the Sky with Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Man, today's traffic is, it's a pretty standard traffic day. But watch out, it's getting icy. It's slipping and sliding all over still. It's gotten, it was icy last week. It's icier even this week. Everything's dropping to like 5 degrees outside, at least over here and on the East Coast and all that. So, if you're driving, don't go slipping and sliding. Stay straight and 2 hands on the wheel. And, was it 10 and 2? Is that the thing? Is that what they say?
I'm busy making your alien spaceship noises.
All right. 10 and 2 probably. What happens if you drive like 3 and 9?
Instant death. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't try that one. Well, try it and see how weird it feels. Then try it back. But our lawyers say we're not responsible for any accidents caused by 3 and 9 touches. You go back to 10 and 12 this proper way and notified by the United States Driving Association of America World Federation. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. What a great new spaceship you have. Let's go. And now let's go to the weather. How's that weather out there?
Weather, it's cold outside. Someone's got a weather request. Hometown of Zaragoza in Aragon, Spain.
Zaragoza
in Aragon, Spain. Interesting facts about the city. Has the oldest historic quarter in the country and the northest located Arabic castle in the world. Things invented by people of Aragon: the mop, the pressure cooker, the disposable hypodermic syringe, and the first electronic alarm clock.
Interesting. Zaragoza does strike me as being old because it sounds like the name of like a demon, right? Zaragoza. You definitely fought this guy in Final Fantasy. Yeah. Zaragoza.
Fighting Gandalf the Grey. Zaragoza.
Oh wow, it is okay. It's west of Barcelona, northeast of Madrid, and kind of like right in the mountains there, it looks like. Beautiful city. Oh my goodness. You know what? I've always wanted to go to Spain, so like this is just making me wish I could travel. But whatever.
Wait, hold on. They got Zaragoza. So there's like Zaragoza. There's Zaragoza, but there's also Zaragoza.
There's Zaragoza.
There's a bunch of Zaragozas.
Well, there's Zaragoza, Spain.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the one. But they said
that's
Aragon, which makes me think of Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
Zaragoza is the capital of the northeastern Spain's Aragon region.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, we're back on track. Well, hey, it's actually that's not too bad weather-wise. You got 54 degrees Fahrenheit with a slight chance of precipitation. You got some winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, 60% humidity. Sunrise 8:08 a.m., sunset 6:27 p.m. That's not bad. UV index 2 of 10. The Monday 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday 56 with some PM showers. Wednesday, 57. You got some partly cloudy wind. Thursday, 65, partly cloudy. Friday, 61 a.m. showers. Saturday, 61, mostly sunny. 57, partly cloudy on Sunday. And the rest is kind of similar, but it usually changes anyway, 'cause 7 days usually most accurate. This is like some of my favorite weather. I love when it's like 60 degrees-ish. Maybe
Yeah,
like
you're
high
selling
50s.
me on this. Yeah, I'm looking at this city, too. As you're describing it to me, I'm looking at the city just like, ooh, I want to go.
Yeah, meanwhile, out here, there's like snow plows going outside and shit.
They're like, it has 2,000 years of history. I'm looking at like ancient shit, just like, man, all LA has is like 2,000 years of smog.
And all Chicago has like 2,000 feet of snow and 9 degrees. And then we're like, man, what's it going to be tomorrow in Chicago? Oh, 8. But then next week, once this week's done, we go back up to like the 30s. So that's going to be like a heat wave.
Yeah, you're going to be like, I can go outside again.
I mean, I go out and I breathe in the like ice air. It's actually rejuvenating.
I can see you being one of those guys in a few years that's like, I jump in the cold lake. It rejuvenates my bones.
It takes the pain away.
You jump in, then afterwards you like sniff a baby's head. Like, yeah, that new baby smell.
That's like some Illuminati shit.
That is. Have you never seen old men be like, that new baby smell?
It's because it's weird. Like, who even knows the smell of a new baby?
Old people, apparently.
I guess, like, maybe if you've had so many babies, you're just like, hey, here's my next kid, and they smell like,
as far as I'm aware, neither of us have children, so we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know what a new baby smells like. Although it could just be baby powder, the scent of baby powder. Like,
that's probably what it is.
Let's be real.
That's like back in like the 50s, they probably just sprayed baby powder all over the place. They're just nostalgic.
Throw the talcum on that kid.
Oh man,
that'll soak
that
up
can't
everything.
Be harming your lungs. That shit's great. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's the weather.
All right. Let's talk sports.
Sports. Hey, guess what? Today's Saturday because tomorrow's the Super Bowl, so we're doing this the day before. Hey.
The game I cared so little about, I forgot it was this week until today.
Oh, yeah. That's, man. I mean, that's 2 years in a row. I was like, man, Packers going to the Super Bowl. This would be great. And then I'm like, I don't give a shit. They lost. So that's why people are like, dude, you got the Bucks or the Chiefs? I'm like, I don't care. I don't care, man. But if I had to pick one, I guess the Chiefs, so Tom Brady loses. So yeah, that's the Super Bowl will be happening. Commercials will probably be fun. Who's the halftime? Halftime Super Bowl. It's it's the Weeknd.
And I expect it to be utterly insane. I think the Weeknd is like one of those artistic geniuses who is also a crazy person. And I'm totally down to see what it looks like. It could be great fun.
The Weeknd's got pretty good music. He got that Blinded by the Light song, but then like they play it so much that I'm tired of it.
He's got a lot of good music, but that song, for me, all I can remember or like think about is that video of the dad and those sons dancing.
I didn't see that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The TikTok of the dad and the sons dancing?
No.
Well, that's well, it's funny is what it is. So
it sounds like it would be funny if I witnessed that video. It
is very funny. Okay, well, moving on.
All right. Moving on, we had basketball. The Knicks beat the Blazers. The Kings beat the Nuggets. The Bulls beat the Magic. The Rockets and the Spurs are battling it out. Bucks beat the Cavs. Raptors are beating the Hawks are beating the Raptors. 76ers beat the Nets. The Thunder beat the T-Wolves. And then there's some other games going on. Looking at the standings, we got 76ers still at the top, then the Bucks, then the Nets, then the Celtics, then the Pacers, then the Knicks, then the Hawks, Raptors, Cavs, Hornets, all pretty much the same with the Bulls right behind them. So the East kind of sucks, but they all suck in moderation. And then the Western Conference, you got the Jazz, 18-5. Wow, I didn't know they were that good. Lakers 17-6, Clippers 17-7. So the LA team's up the top two. And then you got the Suns, the Spurs, the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Trailblazers, all 12 wins and around 10 losses. So kind of the same, but better records over in the West. And that's the basketball. And then we'll do a quick little hockey check here.
Hey.
Get that? The check? Word play?
No, yeah, I got it. Got it.
Central Lightning up at the top at 15 points. Panthers, Blue Jackets, Hurricane, Blackhawks, and Stars. All actually pretty close. It's a really close division. Everyone's like a couple points off from each other. Then you got the East, the Bruins at the top at 18, then the Flyers at 16, the Capitals at 15, and then everyone else kind of sucks. West Division, you got the Avalanche, Blues tied at 15, Golden Knights at 13, but they've only played 8 games instead of 11 or 12 because of COVID. And then the other teams are there. Then you got the Canadian Division, which is the Maple Leafs, and the Canadians up the top. Then you got the Jets right in third, and then the Oilers, Canucks kind of down there, and then the Flames and the Senators is really bad. And that's sports.
Okay, Crendor, what's your big news story of the day?
Well, let me tell you about a big news story.
Did you forget to find one?
I also forgot that we have things like Cosmopolitan, and I clicked on one of their articles just to see something.
Yeah, and?
Well, they had 17 virtual date ideas to get you through social distancing. Trust me, number 4 is fire.
All right, go directly to number 4.
Right.
I don't care about the rest of them. What is the fire date? If it's not fire...
It's not fire. It's take the love language test together.
Do they know what fire means?
It's cosmopolitan.
Take the love language test. Yeah, that'll do it.
These are so dumb. I'm going to speed go through them. Number 1, get to know each other deeper via Spotify. If you have to get to know each other through Spotify and you can't just like realize what songs they're into from just like asking them or like hearing what they're listening to.
It is
like,
dumb.
That's
What?
pretty dumb.
Like, what songs do you listen to? Who cares?
Share your fave songs with your date you're listening to. Okay, cool. Hire a virtual private chef or attend a virtual cooking class together. Wait, what? Hire a virtual private chef?
What is the point? I want to eat the food after it.
I want them to cook the food if I'm hiring them.
Yeah, wait, what?
That's dumb. Assess your compatibility is number 3, and then take the love language is number 4. That's like the same thing because you're like figuring out if you're what thing. Arrange a virtual fancy date night. Isn't that what you're doing? Start a recipe exchange, but you're hiring a chef. They're probably gonna give you recipes. Play online games together.
Oh, God.
All right. You know what's funny about Zoom? They're like chatting over Zoom. I think we were one of the first people to use Zoom. So I think TB found it, and he was like, "This company called Zoom, and it's
he
brand
actually was
new."
like, he would talk with the CEO and stuff. He'd be like, "Just see, it's just not working." Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So we were like way back then. I was like, "Yeah, this is kind of neat. A little janky though." Now it's literally everywhere. Man, I should have invested in Zoom. I'd be rich.
We would have been rich. Well, we had so many outs over the years, and we failed every single time. Every single time.
Mail a care package. All right. Start a 2-person book club. Yeah, all right.
Start a 2-person book club?
I guess it's like you each read a book and then talk about it. I mean,
yeah, fun, good times.
I mean, I can appreciate reading the book and talking about it, but I feel like you can do that anytime. You don't have to do it as
that isn't like
Valentine's
it's like a special
thing.
virtual thing. Yeah.
Create a shared photo album. All right, let's just go through photos. Send a coupon book. So if I send a coupon book, I'm sending them to honey.com/Cox. Exchange cents. What? And then motivate each other to sweat.
I don't. Oh, work out. Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
work out.
whoa, what is this? You know what we mean. Like, do I?
Binge watch TV go house hunting, so you can go online and take virtual tours of homes. That's actually kind of fun to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
All right.
I'm also the type of person to watch like HGTV though.
But
So,
a lot of that, you know what? I guess a lot of that is we've been dating a while kind of stuff. Because
this
to
is
me,
more like-
I don't like going out and being like, "Hey, who wants to look at houses?" Like that's weird if you're just starting to date, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
true.
strange.
That's true. Well, I guess you could be like, "What's your ideal house?" And then like, you could do that maybe, but like,
That's still a lot. Still a lot.
That's still because then you're implying like we're gonna buy a house together.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure on the we just started dating. Yeah.
Like, well, with me, we're already like married now, so it's more like, hey, we could buy houses.
Yes.
Learn something new. You can do that anytime. Stargaze together. We're all under the same sky and seeing the same star. Yeah, but not if it's cloudy one place, not the other.
Yeah, as long as you sing Somewhere Out There to each other, then that's fine.
Yeah, or if one person might be in England, the other person might be in California. It's bright one, dark in the other. You can't see as much.
You're like, somewhere out. Just, you can do it. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, I think we each got one out of those 17.
Yeah.
Number 4 was
Mine
not
just involves
fine.
singing Somewhere Out There to your significant other.
Yeah.
Duets is how all of mine are duets. Yeah.
So yeah, that was. I guess that's the big news story of the day.
All right. Well, that's okay. Anyway, that's it for us. Thanks so much for tuning in. For I assume tuning out and tuning over. That makes no sense. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
All right, socials. Here's the socials we hate first. All right, no, I'm just kidding. These are the good ones. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. That's where you can listen to us rant about how much we hate things. Also, YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where Dan draws the funnies of us talking about how much we hate things. Then we're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. We're all over the place. Also, you could check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/Jesse Cox if you like Final Fantasy, twitch.tv/Crendor if you don't like Final Fantasy, youtube.com/Jesse Cox if you want to see him buy a toaster and toast the hot dogs, youtube.com/Crendor if you want to see me rant in front of a shitty green screen every week, twitter.com/Jesse Cox if you want to hear him talk about how he hates analytics, and then twitter.com/Crendor if you want to see me respond to how much he hates analytics. And then we're on Facebook as well, and then instagram.com/Notorious Cox because I guess that's okay, and then instagram.com/Crendor is taken because Crendor was taken.
All right. Well, that's it for us. See y'all next time. And as always, to be continued.